Hi everyone. In this video I will show you how I fertilize my fig trees once they are on the outside. And first let me mention that I grow my trees with organic methods, both fig trees as well as the other fruits and vegetables. And I use both commercially available fertilizers in liquid and dry form, as well as the one that I make on my own property, like compost and Jadam liquid fertilizer that I've been using for about 4 years now with great results. And in the future I will be including more of Korean natural farming methods. Now there are two variations, two parts of fertilizing for my fig trees. The first one is when the trees are in the beginning stage of growth inside of the grow room, and then I'm using liquid fertilizers with the exception of the azomite. Once the trees are outside, now I can add slow release granular fertilizers and Jadam liquid fertilizer. And the major reason is the smell. These are just too offensive to be used inside of the house. And now I'm going to show you an example of this fig here. This is panache fig. I saved this tree for this video. Otherwise, my other trees have already been fertilized. All right, before I show you how to apply the fertilizers, let me say a few words about soil media. Especially if you are choosing to grow your trees with organic methods using organic fertilizer, it is important that your soil media is of a good quality, full of organic matter. And I had made a video on how I prepare my soil mix. This soil media has to be able to support life of microorganisms like bacteria and fungi. And these microbes are the ones that will break down the organic matter. Even this slow release organic fertilizer, this applied to the surface of the media right here, will not be available to the tree right away. It needs to be broken down again by these microbes for the tree to be able to uptake those nutrients through the root system. And especially a group of fungi called mycorrhiza that lives in a symbiosis with the tree. In the earlier stage of this tree, when it was younger, 3-4 years ago, I was applying mycorrhiza in a liquid form in order to form a good colony of mycorrhiza on the root system of the tree. And this again will break down the organic matter and giving it to the tree in a form that it can uptake those nutrients in return for sugars. Alright, these are the fertilizers that I will be using. The first one on the left is chicken poo. This is slow release organic granular fertilizer based on a chicken litter, applied monthly. And I find this one in a local building supply store called Menards here in Michigan. And also very economical, $10 for a 25-pound Omri rated fertilizer. I think it's a very good deal. The second one is azomite. Azomite comes from the mines in Utah, and it has over 70 trace minerals, and in smaller amount also calcium, magnesium, sulfur. So I apply azomite both on my fig trees and also on my other fruit trees in the orchard. And then if you do maybe soil analysis and you suspecting or finding that you are low in calcium, you can add the calcium in a dry form as a top dressing, like a pelletized lime, or also here to the right I have gypsum in granular form. I use calcium in a liquid form during watering. Now, after applying this granular fertilizer, I already mentioned that it has to be broken down by microbes to be available to the tree. So for that reason, I will continue using liquid organic fertilizer. And this is the one that I've been using indoor, AgroThrive. I like this fertilizer because it is already broken down by enzymes. And so it is available to the tree as soon as we are watering. In that way, it kind of mimics synthetic fertilizers. I apply it about 1 to 2 ounces weekly, or if I want to use it every other day, maybe a quarter of an ounce per gallon. And another very good organic fertilizer is this Mighty Plant. This one comes in a powder form, and it has a lot of amino acids and 4 species of bacillus microbes. I will also use CalMag, 1 millimeter per gallon during watering. And new this year, again, kelp, which I used before separately, but now I have this product, and it also has yucca. Yucca, I think, is very important for container growing, and especially if you do not have a good soil media of best quality, and for example, if it has a higher amount of peat and becomes hydrophobic. Well, yucca will help with absorption of the moisture, and with that also with nutrients. Also prevents buildup of mineral soils, and it is friendly to microbiome. And now let's apply the fertilizer. I'm gonna get up close. You can see here that these roots are exposed, and that's because the organic matter has been broken down, and it sinks pretty much every year. For that reason, we're going to top dress with a fresh media after applying fertilizer. So I'm going to use about a cup of this chicken poo fertilizer all around. Just spread it evenly, and about quarter of a cup of azomite. And now I'm going to just rake it into the media. Just gently. All right. And now I'm gonna just top dress it. You can also use a little bit of a pine bark mulch. And that's it. And now I'm going to prepare the liquid fertilizer. Just want to show you now first my watering system. These are two 275 gallon totes that I'm using to collect rainwater. And also this is where I make my Jadam liquid fertilizer. I will show you this in a minute. And this is how I prepare 1 ounce of the AgroThrive. You have to shake it vigorously, which I already did. This is a 2-gallon can, so I'm using 2 milliliters of the calcium, and also same with the kelp and yucca. And now just to add water, and this is how easy it is to fill the 2-gallon bucket if you have. this collecting system. It was very uncomfortable for me to do it from this way, but it takes only a fraction of a second to fill this up. And now I'm gonna water again and fertilize it in the same time. And that's about 2 cups right there. Now I will be applying this liquid fertilizing solution for about a month until the granular form becomes available for the tree's uptake through work of microbes. Once or twice a week, depending on a ratio. And now I'm going to show you the second version, or using Jadam liquid fertilizer. This is a fertilizer that I make, and I have pretty much endless supply of it. It can completely replace commercially bought liquid fertilizer, and one of the videos following will show, I will explain how I make my own JLF. Alright, so here is the about 50-gallon barrel, food grade, that I make my Jadam liquid fertilizer. I'm using rainwater, and let me just show you how I apply. I again will use Jadam at every watering. The ratio I'm gonna go for is about 2.5 cups. I like to use this strainer just to remove the debris. 2.5 cup per 2-gallon watering can of, again, rainwater. You can also increase the ratio if you feel that the trees need more. I had in the past used even full strength just to see how the trees will react, and they did just fine. Also depends on the age of the JLF. And now just to water again. And this is what I do pretty much now every day. And the tree will be happy and healthy. I hope you like this video. If you have any questions, just post in the comments. Thank you for watching, and take care. Bye-bye.